Hey there everyone, Gabriel McDowell here with the Gaming Outlet Quickcast. So Nintendo actually came out with a few bits of information on the Nintendo Switch specs over on their webpage, nintendo.com/switch/features. And here we can see a little bit of a preview of the actual Switch console itself. We can see that it's got the power button and the volume on the top, and the game card, the audio jack, all that fun stuff. And then we can actually see that the micro SD card slot is in the back, right underneath the kickstand. And then, of course, we already know that it uses a USB Type-C connector, so that's about the same size as a standard iPhone charger. But interestingly enough, it also tells us a little bit of the specs of the system, which they didn't actually go into very much with the actual presentation. So we can see here that the system battery life is roughly 3 hours for The Legend of Zelda. Now, they did say that it would vary per game, so we at least know that for Breath of the Wild, it's going to be 3 hours on a single charge, roughly, which is pretty good for a game that size, I would have to say. We can also see here that the internal memory by default is going to be 32 gigabytes, which is okay. It's definitely not great, but hey, you can also upgrade it pretty easily with SD cards, which aren't too expensive these days. So we also see here that the screen is 6.2 inches, which is actually the exact same size as the gamepad screen, and that this screen is multi-touch capacitive, which is actually very new for Nintendo. If you are unaware, Nintendo usually has their touchscreens be only single touch, which if you are doing something and you touch in two places, your second touch is just going to straight up not register. The fact that they are having a multi-touch touchscreen with that is a pretty big deal in and of itself, but then you realize, wait a minute, touchscreen. They didn't announce that at all. So yes, the Nintendo Switch actually is touchscreen controls, which is confirmed for us there. And then of course we have our display resolution of 1280 by 720, otherwise known as 720p, and games like Breath of the Wild will run at 720p in handheld mode and then 1080p at home. So yeah, that just about covers it for everything here. If you'd like to take a look for yourself, the webpage will be in the description, but of course you can just go to nintendo.com/switch to see everything we have there. Anyways, with all that said, be sure to stay plugged in to the Gaming Outlet for more Switch coverage and hopefully other game stuff in the future.